best and brightest local high school teams compete in a tournament of knowledge for a trip to Europe on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Welcome, everybody. We are in the middle of our quarterfinals. In the last 2 weeks, we've had 2 schools join our Final Four, and one of the schools on this stage today will join them. Let's meet them and find out quickly who's going to win. Over here, we've got the Harker Eagles. And in this corner, we have the Menlo Atherton Bears. Let's get right to it as we begin with the collaboration round. So I know you folks want to join Bentley School and Mills High School as part of the Final Four. Let's see what happens today. In this first round, you'll be playing as a team. I will ask you a question that's worth 10 points and give you a few seconds to collaborate. If your captain, Siddharth or Tom, gives me the correct answer, you will score 10 points. If not, the other team will be given a chance to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. I'll keep asking questions till the buzzer signals the end of that first round, okay? Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck, Jesse and gentlemen. First question goes to Harker. With enough money, his illness could be cured, but Scrooge does not pay his father enough. Who is this diminutive character from A Christmas Carol to whom Scrooge becomes a second father after he reforms his ways?
Tiny Tim.
That is right for 10 points. It's coming straight from the reality show that I just visited. Tell me more, was it love at first sight? Tell me more, did she put up a fight? This song, Summer Nights, has been featured on the reality show The One That I Want, as hopefuls audition for roles in what Broadway musical?
Grease.
Since that is the show that Menlo Atherton is putting on right now, you should know the answer to that, and you do. Wasn't that lucky? An autonomous community since 1978. What region of Spain, whose capital is Vitoria-Gasteiz, also contains the city of Bilbao and is known in the native language as Euskal Herria?
That's where the Basques are. The Basque country. Okay, this is like Basque country. Basque country.
Basque country.
That's right for 10 points. The negative type requires the promotion of the least amount of harm or evil. Preference seeks to maximize the fulfillment of people's choices. What is this ethical doctrine promoted as a school of thought by Bentham and Mill in which the greatest good for the greatest number is sought?
He's going to look.
Tom?
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
That's right. No, it's not.
Utilitarianism.
That's even more right. What's interesting is that in the movie, I'm going to do a Kevin Bacon joke, never mind. They were likely inspired by the basement of the Imperial Hotel in Tokyo, which had a foundation of interlocking beams to make the structure earthquake-proof. Originally marketed in 1918 by the Red Square Toy Company, what toy set came with instructions on how to build Uncle Tom's Cabin, as well as a president's birthplace?
Lincoln Logs. Yeah.
Lincoln Log.
That's right for 10 points. The fifth book its author wrote in English. It contains references to his other works, such as a line that mentions Hurricane Lolita and a minor character named Pnin. What novel by Vladimir Nabokov is a 999-line poem in 4 cantos that appears to be written by American John Shade, with its title taken from Shakespeare's Timon of Athens?
It's a guess.
Julius Caesar.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
Okay, try
The Statement of Athens.
No, and just say I know you like Nabokov, and I know we all read Pale Fire.
No, I didn't read that.
No, didn't read that? Huh, how funny. I win my bet. It takes place in San DeFrangelis, and music plays a large role in the show, with appearances by an a cappella group called the Worthless Peons. What spoof on medical dramas features Doctors Dorian, Reed, Cox, Kelso, and Turk? Practicing medicine at, you want to tell me the answer?
Scrubs.
Yes, right. I could keep talking, but you knew it. In 1798, when Henry Cavendish set about measuring the Earth's mass and density relative to water, he wound up measuring the value of this constant. What is this constant of proportionality that was recently measured with an atom interferometer to be 6.693 times 10 to the negative 11 Newton meters per kilogram squared?
Is it the gravitational constant? Yeah,
Gravitational constant.
That is right. The score at this point is 20 for Menlo Atherton, 50 for the Harker score. I'm going to go club my producer, and I'll be right back. Don't go away. We're back. It's not too late to come on down to our studio and catch one of our thrilling semi-final matches, or even our big final round that's coming up, where somebody's going to be crowned champion of this year's Quiz Kids. Just call us at 650-637-1936. Not only will we send you tickets, but every member of the studio audience will receive a free copy of Vladimir Nabokov's Pale Fire. Courtesy of our producer. Siddharth Chandrasekhar, how are you?
Wonderful.
Welcome back, Harker Eagles. You just hosted the Battle of the Bands, third year in a row.
Yes.
That you've been doing this at Harker. What exactly does that consist of?
All right, so pretty much we get bands from both Harker and out of school, and we pretty much have them perform for about 20 minutes each, and then we have judges who decides who will get the final prize.
And you actually work on the radio station, so and the winners get...
They get recording time at a studio.
So they're gonna cut a disc or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that. Cool. Jesse Lee, former fan of Nabokov's work. You have an upcoming research symposium coming on, and I'm still not sure I quite understand what the research symposium consists of.
Yeah, it's the second annual Harker Research Symposium that's going to be on March 24th, and it involves student speakers who present their projects, and also keynote speakers outside of Harker who speak about their careers.
And you said that your research project will be telling them what you did last summer.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Rube Goldberg machine that I built.
Well, since it's April now, I'm sure it was a wonderful event, and congratulations.
Okay.
All that recording time, the TV is a weird business. Anand Natarajan, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good. You are about to participate in the Harker Linguistics Olympiad.
Actually, it already happened.
Did it really already?
It really already happened. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like last week.
Or is it just really already? Okay.
It happened in February.
It sounds actually like more fun than you and I just made it sound. It's a lot of games and stuff that kids play involving language.
Yeah, well, it's like there are various kinds of puzzles. Like one common type is like they give you various sentences from a language that you're not supposed to know, and then they give you the translations in random order, and you use like logic, like you count the words and you see what corresponds to what word in the other language to figure out what translation maps.
Or if you know certain roots and stuff, you might be able to figure out.
Well, usually they're pretty obscure languages, like from Africa or something that people don't usually know.
Okay, so it's all guessing.
Well, not all. Well, you can use some logic in there. And
We're done. We're done, Anand. We're done. I'm glad it was. Was it fun?
Yes, it was.
Good. Give a big hand to your coach, Melinda Gall. Tom Kozlowski of Menlo Atherton. No Battle of the Bands for you, no Linguistic Olympiad, no Research Symposium. You're looking for a job.
Yep.
So you asked to give some time here to appeal.
All right. I think you should hire me because I'm a hard worker, I'm an Eagle Scout, and I believe I can do just about anything I put my mind to.
As long as it's in an engineering firm.
Yes, I would like to work in an engineering firm.
Got to add a little bit to get a little bit, so because Starbucks will become calling really fast.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck to you with that. Patricia Lugers, how are you? Patricia. Hello, Patricia. Patrick. Patrick has an announcement he would like to make. sorry. Patrick does have an announcement he would actually like to make, which has nothing to do with Patricia at all.
That's my mom's name.
Your mom's name?
Yes.
Well, he wants to dedicate this announcement to his mother, Patricia. Tell us all.
Well, I've been accepted to the Virginia Military Institute.
Fantastic. And what branch of the military do you want to go into?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. Well, you've mentioned that before, so I'm sure this will give you a great head start to that. So good luck to you. Robbie Eaton, last night you played at the Big Band Dance, which is one of MA's biggest fundraisers.
The MA band, the jazz band.
Yeah.
I'm a saxophone player, and it's not the same kind of music we play usually. It's more of big band music from the 40s and early 50s and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Very fun for swing dancing and that kind of stuff.
So you get a lot of people dress up, kind of, and
yeah, there's people wearing like polka dotted stuff, stuff you never see anymore.
The good thing is that you're raising the money because this summer you're going to go to Europe with the band.
That's true.
Wonderful. We'll have a great trip, and it sounds like it was a fun event. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Sue Caton. And would you join us in celebrating the man I would like to most likely spend apple blossom time with, our judge, Frank Saboti. We'll be right back after these messages.
If you live on the peninsula, there's only one place to get the latest news on business, sports, politics, education, and your community. Peninsula TV, Channel 26, the Peninsula and South Bay's Emmy Award-winning programming resource. For more information or for a programming schedule, go to pentv.tv or call us at 650-637-1936. Peninsula TV, your community programming channel.
Let's play the lightning round. I'm going to ask a question here, and the first person to buzz in with one of those buzzers you see in front of you will get a chance to answer for his or her team. Give me the right answer, you'll score 10 points. If you give me the incorrect answer, the other team will be allowed to talk it over and possibly steal those points away. If you buzz in before I complete the question, you'll have to answer with the information you've heard. If you give me the wrong answer, I will complete the question for the other team. 50 points, 20 points, close game. Good luck to both teams. Here's your first lightning round question. Which president asked Felix Frankfurter and Rexford Tugwell to join his brain trust? Yes, Siddharth.
Andrew Jackson.
No, I'm sorry. That would advise him on New Deal policies during the Depression.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
You are right. Captain Vidal is a brutal fascist stationed at a mill and is stepfather to the young Ophelia, who is often absorbed in fairy tales. In what recent Oscar-winning film by Guillermo del Toro does Ophelia... Yes, Tom.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes, great film. Known to have dressed as a priest during his reign in order to get to know the common people of Rome, what man who called the Second Vatican Council but died before its completion was Pope between 1958 and 1965? Jesse.
Pope Joe Paul II.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal, gentlemen.
Yeah, go with that.
John the 23rd.
That is it. The presence of pi electrons delocalized in a ring characterizes what class of organic compounds? Yes, Anand.
Aromatic compound.
That is right. Whose works include the opera Rodalinda, the anthem Zadok, the Priest, the oratorio Israel in Egypt, and the orchestral Royal Fireworks Music? Anand.
Handel.
That is right. What Thuringian city and burial place of Johann von Goethe gave its name to the interwar German Republic, brought to an yes, Anand?
Weimar.
You are correct. In October 2005, Ronnie Earl obtained indictments on money laundering charges against which scandal-plagued former House Majority Leader from Texas? Tom.
Tom DeLay.
Yes. Ernst Junger's Storm of Steel, which glorified the events of the First World War, stood in opposition to the works of what author, who wrote of early 20th century Germany in Three Comrades and The Road Back, the sequel to All Quiet on the Western... Yes, Tom.
Remarque.
That is right, Eric Maria Remarque. What is the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number 1B? Siddharth.
28.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal, gentlemen.
28.
That's 26. 26.
27. Irvin McDowell's Union troops were defeated in what battle where Stonewall Jackson earned his nickname? Yes, Jesse.
The Chancellorsville.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Patrick, go ahead. First Bull Run. First Battle of Bull Run.
Bull Run.
I need more.
First battle.
First Battle of Bull Run.
That is right. Variants of what alphabet name for the brothers St. Methodius are used in Slavic? Yes, Robbie?
The Cyrillic alphabet.
That is right, Cyrillic. With wet and dry forms, what disease's name is derived from synalese and is caused by a lack of vitamin B1 or thiamine? Yes, Jesse?
Berry.
Correct. Sponsored by Congressman Galusha Grow, what 1862 act provided for the sale of 160 acres of unoccupied land to settlers who lived on it for 5 years? Yes, Tom?
Homestead Act.
That's right. England's Henry II was the first king of what dynasty, also known as the Angevin, that included John and Richard II and was succeeded by the Tudors? Yes, Anand?
Plantagenet?
Correct. Which young man is convinced by Mentor, who is really Athena in disguise? Yes, Anand?
Telemachus?
Correct. What ex-chair of the House Caucus on Missing and Exploited Children? Yes, Patrick?
Tom Foley.
Yeah, you're getting all those. What did you just say?
Tom Foley.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. You can steal.
Mark Foley.
That is right.
That's his last name.
Test matches can last up to a... Yes, Siddharth?
Cricket.
Yes. Also known as volumetric analysis, what common? Yes, Jesse?
Titration.
Correct. The Saltpeter War was a nickname of what 19th century conflict fought over control of the nitrate deposits? Yes, Tom?
War of the Pacific.
Correct. That is the end of the round. Good round. 110 over here, 140 for Harker. Very close game, very sharp teams. Let's see what happens when we return. Don't go away.
As a Fisher Investments client, you'll always have the opportunity to understand where your investments are, what they're doing, and more importantly, the reasons why. The way we see it, the more you know, the more you'll rest assured, and the quicker you can get back to what matters most, your life. Fisher Investments. Invest assured. For a free copy of the 8 biggest mistakes investors make, call 1-888-48-FISHER or visit fisheroffer.com.
Let's play the extreme lightning round. Point values are doubled, play stays the same. Good luck to both teams. When the Senate struck down his foreign policy agenda by 2 votes, he tendered his resignation to President Napolitano. Who is his current Italian Prime Minister? Yes, Jesse?
Romano Poli.
Say that, Romano.
Poli.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Proddy.
That is correct. Usually referring to those friends who are not officially appointed to one's committee of advisors. What political term originally refers to the group of Andrew Jackson's informal... Yes, Siddharth?
Kitchen cabinet.
There's Andrew Jackson. His voyage in 1577 made him the first Antarctic explorer, and no one sailed further south until Cook in 1773. Who reached California aboard the Golden Hind in 1570? Yes, Robbie?
Sir Francis Drake.
Correct. Its name comes from the Greek for tawny, referring to the color it turns the organ it affects. What term refers to the scarring of the liver and loss? Yes, Tom?
Cirrhosis.
Right. In 1010 AD, ruler Lai Tai To named it Tang Long, or ascending dragon, because he saw a dragon ascending the red... Yes, Siddharth?
Great Wall of China.
I'm sorry. Ascending the Red River. What is this Vietnamese city, the former capital of North Vietnam and now the capital of the unified country?
Hanoi.
That is right. The movies The Last Temptation of Christ, The Age of Innocence, Cape Fear, Casino, Gangs of New York, and The Aviator were... Tom?
They were all directed by Martin Scorsese.
Correct. Since every counterexample could be expressed as an elliptic curve, it is related to the Taniyama-Shimura conjecture. What is this theorem? Yes, Jesse?
Fermat's theorem.
Correct. They are required to be between 5'5.5" and 5'9" tall and proficient in both tap and jazz dancing. What dance troupe featured at Radio City Music? Yes, Tom?
The Rockettes.
Right. What word as a verb means to hasten the occurrence of or to cast or plunge violently, and as a noun means the formation of a solid in a solution? Yes, Anand?
Precipitate.
Correct. Its lyrics refer to the first Duke of Buckingham, who in the early 17th century had affairs with both King James I and Anne of Austria. What is this nursery rhyme whose title character kissed the girls and made them, yes, Siddharth?
Georgie Porgy.
Correct. Marked by circular rather than linear DNA molecules, yes, Siddharth.
Prokaryotes.
Thank you for saying that. Had a little pronunciation issue earlier. The first structure to bear this name is appropriately in the Mount Vernon neighborhood of Baltimore. Robert Mills designed that structure, as well as what structure in the National Mall, which, yes, Siddharth.
Washington Monument.
Correct. Autism, color blindness, and hemophilia are all linked to recessive genes on which chromosome? Tom.
The Y chromosome?
Nope. Of which men have only one?
X.
X chromosome.
That's right. At what two values is the function f of x equal 1 over the quantity x squared minus 9? Siddharth?
3 and negative 3.
That's right. The boatman Vasudeva and the courtesan Kamala both appear in which novel by Herman? Yes, Anand.
Siddhartha.
Correct. When it opened in 1957, it was informally called New City Stadium until 1965. The first stadium built exclusively for use by an NFL team, and the longest continuously occupied NFL stadium is what venue in Green Bay? Siddharth.
Lambeau Field.
Right. In 1942, he won the Congressional Medal of Honor by saving the USS Lexington from Japanese aircraft, even though some of his own guns were jammed. Named this legendary American World War II pilot and namesake of a major U.S. airport in the Midwest. Yes, Tom.
George Bush?
No, I'm sorry. You can steal. 1942, right?
Maxington.
O'Hare.
Okay.
It is now part of the infamous Horseshoe of Death, the narrowest part of the highway connecting the north and south of Greece. What is the treacherous passage between Locris and Thessaly, where in 480 B, yes, Siddharth?
Thermopylae.
Yes. East is east and west is west, and never the twain shall meet. It's just one famous line by what British writer, who also gave us the line, the female of the species is more deadly than the male, and a set of just so stories. Anand.
P.G. Woodhouse.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal, gentlemen.
Edith Wharton?
Rudyard Kipling. The Treaty of Pressburg, signed shortly after the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805, led to the dissolution of what political entity that had begun over 1,000 years earlier with the reign of, yes, Patrick.
Holy Roman Empire.
Correct. That's the end of the game with 250 here and 360 here. Harker joins the Final Four. Bears, you played very well all year. You should be proud of yourselves. Have a great rest of the year. We will see you in our semifinals in just a couple of weeks. Join us next week as our last quarterfinals game is played. See you soon. Bye-bye.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support provided by these Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.